Then all the lawless plotted and said, "See? Jonathan and his men are living in quiet and confidence. So now let us bring Buckshires back, and he will capture them all in one night." And they went and consulted with him. He started to come with a large force, and secretly sent letters to all his allies in Judea, telling them to seize Jonathan and his men. But they were unable to do it, because their plan became known. And Jonathan's men seized about 50 of the men of the country who were leaders in this treachery and killed them. Then Jonathan with his men and Simon withdrew to Beth-Bazi in the wilderness. He rebuilt the parts of it that had been demolished, and they fortified it. When Buckchides learned of this, he assembled all his forces and sent orders to the men of Judea. Then he came and encamped against Beth-Bazi. He fought against it for many days and made machines of war. But Jonathan left Simon his brother in the city while he went out into the country. And he went with only a few men. He struck down Odomera and his brothers and the sons of Phasiron in their tents. Then he began to attack and went into battle with his forces. And Simon and his men sallied out from the city and set fire to the machines of war. They fought with Buckchides, and he was crushed by them. They distressed him greatly, for his plan and his expedition had been in vain. So he was greatly enraged at the lawless men who had counseled him to come into the country, and he killed many of them. Then he decided to depart to his own land. When Jonathan learned of this, he sent ambassadors to him to make peace with him and obtain release of the captives. He agreed and did as he said, and he swore to Jonathan that he would not try to harm him as long as he lived. He restored to him the captives whom he had formerly taken from the land of Judah. Then he turned and departed to his own land, and came no more into their territory. Thus the sword ceased from Israel, and Jonathan dwelt in Michmash. And Jonathan began to judge the people, and he destroyed the ungodly out of Israel.